my feet up, my feet up.
Trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me.
My feet up,
I'm doing me.
my feet up.
Hey yo, get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence me. Hey yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. When the bird naked like a skinny bitch, no problem, we did for the school of vision. Told out, couple screw kissing. Paranoid niggas super scared. No paper in the room of fishing. Niggas stole what a nigga kissing. Without a diamond bitch, I ain't getting. Set around for everybody hitting. Party strong, trying to go a mission. Mathematics, simple addition. Bad luck like a bad chick. One of the few stickers, but you ain't no matter what. Never act different, no GPS. But they back tripping. Money cup, yes, I'm back tripping. Like that's a kid, that's a back. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence me. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
I was riding in the tourist driven on the way. Got another little bun, then another K. Roll by the X-Play, pop right the K. Back down with a dude, shot a triple A. Real reach at a rally, it's another 8. Raw cold, don't watch the with a 8. I'm a star cloud 9, I'm an outer Spain. Roll run the show, money, get it straight to stay. Black brother finna kill, out on the way. Riding with a 6-9, press the whole day. I was counting money way back the whole day. 7 8 when I bought money, boy train. HD lifestyle, let me phone pay. 4 clips, 2 rock, corn, 100K. Being legal, I carry 34 straight. Every time,
hey yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence me. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence me. Hey yo, keep back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
Never been a hoe, I stay on coast, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us some misfits. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the thick bitch. Oh shit, did nobody come to see you old? It's some focus, shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm too geek, walking by myself but left with 2 freaks. Ooh wee, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah baby, this is groovy. You can call me money boy or you can call me nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Run Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Run Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Puss ass nigga, bow, bow, Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Now he pleading sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit.
Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Started in a rumor house. Popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't the pleaser, she proceed to get on both knees. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanna be pro-clean. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On an all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, that deal price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Don't get tagged hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip.
Serving out the crack, I feel like Jesus on that trapper gas. There's an ego in my lap, double clip that's rapping fast. I don't need no church, I'm in the booth, I'm bound to testify. In the jungle pumping weight, nothing like an exercise. Headed to the Rose Bowl, back to Rocker Stadium. Tripping soldiers like a boss, they asking what I pay for them. Shoot and kill for real, we trying to penetrate your brain. Police never gave a fuck, that's why we always blaming them. Nigga with an attitude, feel like Dr. Dre and them. I don't fuck with suckers, I don't trust them, I don't play with them. Hit them from the back, I hit the door cause I don't lay with them. Always ready to stop by, niggas bout they famous skin. Bands on me now, we doing numbers in the Lambo, plenty gun, plenty ammo, gotta get it, cause it's been no money. Power when I step up, going around like a tornado. Got a pluggy from Barbados, eating good, stay with
Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip.
Pink slip for every wheel.
So cold, but I'm so hot.
Dope boys
I'm up in the trap, I'm dope boy.
with them knives.
Dope boy now.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Down 8 gram, headed straight to the block. Pirates, this water till it's hot. Mix it double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, taking orders. Left hand 360 motor to a lot. Blue hollow tips, got switches on the Glock. State game, true sippers can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Say it's lonely at the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The big ain't shit, yeah, get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq Diesel number one, I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1200 strong for a pound of the zop. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not.
When I'm thinking about the past, yeah, gon' get some nice game, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block, you probably get shot. Every day's a sudden change, we getting money, that's one thing that's never gon' stop. Real dope boys do what it takes, playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet, no matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take a roll with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody's gonna say you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else, there ain't no handout. If you say the same, put it on chain, let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple rings, did a lot of things, ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get you to go, she gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what a dope at, cause you already your ground.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not.
Whole team shining, we stars, big dipping. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. You gotta feel me, nigga. Smile in my face behind my back, you tryna kill me, nigga. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. You ain't hard at me. Couple kick dough, couple robberies. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken bit, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater mad, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MP3? I honestly pay him no attention, they up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck the D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be? I been getting money since a younger, I been pushing peace. Stay strapped, gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. They no business, let's see
see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't bluff, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. Flip it, really pity, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving, I'm on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. Flip it, really pity, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving, I'm on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking the numbers. I cop it, whip it, and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga trap me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit starting to change, the product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go get her, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving, I'm on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving, I'm on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving, I'm on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving, I'm on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of hate, state gang in the sip.
It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on.
Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of hate, state gang in the sip.
Hey y'all, come on in, hit that like button on the way in. Thank y'all so much for joining. I appreciate it. I do. I do. Um, Give me a second here, y'all. Do this. We're gonna try to do this screen sharing, but I'm only gonna play audio. Cause we're gonna listen to a couple of listen to a couple of short videos, and then we're gonna get into a live stream that was conducted talking about um allegedly, supposedly, um Pastor Shirley Caesar had something to say or express about Miss Angie Stone's death, and also one of the twins, the two women that were in the van with her, uh, the twins. So we're gonna see. We're gonna listen. These are two totally different content creators than we listened to the last time, y'all. I'm trying to be real careful about who and what I react to. I said I wasn't gonna even come back on this subject till probably next week, but then I decided against it. So we here. Bear, let me know if you want to hit the link. And so yeah, happy Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share your girl out, and we're gonna get into it. Now let me try to pull up the first video. And these are two, I think, short videos that we're gonna listen to from this guy that I listen to. And if I can get a moderator, if I got anybody in here that can type in to drop the link of Tough News TV. That's TUFF News TV. Find someone that was on the screen speaking. Yeah, allegedly. Now I'm gonna be honest. Who this is? Oh, I'm gonna be honest in saying I did not listen to all of this stuff. I kind of skimmed through just to see if I wanted to even entertain it. Yeah, I be trying to listen to content before I bring it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Having at right now that I'm trying to be on 2 channels, which I need to actually be on 3 or maybe even on 4 of them. But I just got to get myself disciplined to where I need to set up a schedule because I need to go on each channel at least twice or 3 times a week, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to push it, but I'm trying to get there. But yeah, allegedly, Fun Bear, one of the sisters is speaking out. We gonna listen and see. We are gonna listen and see. You know how it go. So um, if I can get you Fun Berry, if you can, to type in, to drop the link of this channel. This is the first and second video that we're gonna listen to. Tough News TV, TUFF News TV. Hey Renee P, good to see you, baby. And this is a video he dropped 3 days ago. Actually, it's entitled "Pastor Shirley Caesar Very Suspicious About How Angie Passed." And Angie's death considered a homicide. And we're gonna see what he has to say. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, so we pulling up. We pulling up. Let's see if it's gonna work for us today. Um, I may have to drop that link myself. Let me see. All right, so I'm not gonna show the visual. You know, I don't be knowing how these people gonna act about their stuff. Thank you, Fun Bear. I appreciate it. I know you working and stuff. I appreciate that. So let me see if this is gonna play for us, y'all, and we're gonna talk about it. Mhm. How yours truly? Listen, y'all may hear some hammering. Y'all know I'm getting some work done in the other room, so y'all may hear some hammering and stuff. Hopefully not too bad.
Caesar said these things, but it's been conveyed to me that Pastor Shirley Caesar is questioning the validity of how Angie Stone actually passed away. In fact, I'm going to read you guys a portion of a text message that was sent to me from someone that's close to the unfortunate circumstances regarding Angie Stone. And it says, also, the church people are talking. Word is out that Pastor Shirley Caesar said she doesn't believe that Angie died the way that they said she did. She also said her intuition and discernment will not allow her to believe that lie. Now, as you guys can see, I did block out a portion of the text message because it contains some very insensitive, just going to keep it all the way real. Because when it comes to exposing, I feel like it's applicable to the matter at hand. So I'm going to stay far, far away from it. Now, as far as Pastor Caesar expressing true doubt about the nature in which Angie Stone passed away, I can't confirm or deny that she said that because I wasn't there. So I'm going to say that's all alleged information. But given the fact of how blunt Pastor Caesar is, I can see her saying something like this. But again, I can't say that it's true. Now, another thing that I quickly want to touch base on is the fact that Angie's estate posted to her Instagram warning fans to not buy tickets to celebrations of Angie's legacy and things of that nature. And it says here, Angie Stone's estate, heirs, and management company is aware there are several tribute concerts and events being advertised. They are not authorized by any of the above mentions. It's promoted and authorized by the Angie Stone estate. So it just seems as though that this is just another attempt for people that are not honest and sincere to swindle money out of people who are true fans of Angie. Because if you guys remember at the beginning, when Angie first passed away, there was a GoFundMe page that was set up, and it was unauthorized by Angie's family, and basically it ended up having to be taken down. And I think at that particular time when it was taken down, it had that she doesn't believe it or whatever the case may be in this particular clip.
I think he's skipping. Let me see.
But I do think it's worth
I'm gonna try to keep playing it, but I
noting
don't know. I don't like that skipping.
that this is what she said.
Hold on, y'all. All right, so he's about to play, and I got this clip, but since he got it in this video, I'm not gonna have to play it. It's a clip. It's a clip of I think Pastor Shirley Caesar on Instagram, and she had something to say. Let's listen to it. Hopefully it won't skip, y'all. If it keeps skipping, I'm gonna just do the audio. I'm gonna take down the visual that's behind my screen and just play the audio. Let's listen.
That she doesn't believe it or whatever the case may be in this particular clip. But I do think it's worth noting that this is what she said publicly, despite the claims that she actually said about the nature of Angie's passing privately.
I think that it was wonderful, the fact that it was such a shock that she would depart this life like the way she did. I believe with all of my heart that so many hearts in there are so sad.
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that, and it's just a sad situation. Now, I heard behind the scenes that Angie's son in particular is an emotional wreck, and I say that respectfully because I know how he feels. I've lost my mom as well. So I've been saying prayers for the whole entire family, but I'm definitely going to focus on him because when you're a son and you lose your mother, it's just a different dynamic, and it's applicable to when, you know, a daughter loses her father. But anyway, let's turn our attention to Lethale. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Carter. If it's not how you pronounce his name, that's what his name is today. And so it's been brought to my attention, and I'm pretty sure that you guys are privy to this, and thank you to everyone that's been sending me information. I truly appreciate you driving, and also his dealings with DRUGS. Now, it's also been brought to my attention that the passengers that were involved in that horrific wreck are actually filing a civil lawsuit against Lethale Carter for negligence. Now, if this is true, because I haven't seen anybody else report this or seen any other documentation where people are stating that the passengers are actually suing the driver. But if this is true, this is an interesting turn in events based off of the fact that it's been out there that the actual passengers were forced to sign an NDA. But I will say this, y'all, while NDAs are designed to protect confidential information, they generally don't prevent someone from pursuing legal claims for unlawful conduct. So it's a possibility that this could be accurate. I just need to investigate more and vet some more sources. But this is what I've came across, and this is what was sent to me. Now, what I want to do right now is turn all the attention to Stone Paxton, because he released a part 4, and he goes into deeper detail about the driver and the driver's girlfriend and somebody within the circle that claims that the driver was trying to get with them. It's just a whole complete mess. He also alludes to the fact that Angie Stone's passing is being investigated as a homie. And I'm saying it short like that, but you guys can put 2 and 2 together to understand what I'm trying to actually say. So with that said, I encourage you guys to sit back and watch the entire clip, and then I'll be back.
Before, and if you hear noise, it's because I'm out and about, you guys, so I'm not in my studio. So just know that you might hear noise, it might get a little, these people are driving crazy up here. But I think I'm pulling in further enough so I don't have to worry about nobody, you know, anyway. But so let's get into this, man. First of all, somebody sent me a video about the truck driver, which is something I already knew, but I appreciate you sharing that with me. And this video is stating that the truck driver quit his job and his wife said he's gone missing. Now, I don't know if that's true. You guys don't know if that, but I do know sometimes when you're dealing with such priority situation, like some people purposely kind of themselves out of the way so that they don't have to deal with the media and people asking them a million questions. Okay, so I don't personally believe he's gone. He's disappeared, or nobody can find him. I believe that's by design. That's my belief. Okay, let's get into the morning of that accident. That morning, I got a text from somebody in the circle, and they said Angie's dead. And I was like, oh, I was like, what? And I was in disbelief. Juanita Lynn. It was when I mean, and sometimes I will mention a name. It just depends. But so Juanita texted me. And she said, Angie's dead. And I was like, damn. I was like, what? And I couldn't believe it. So I was shocked. So I called her and she said it. And I started crying. She had a whole bunch of calls coming in. So she had to get off the phone. I get another phone call. And that what I was talking about yesterday, right? I mean,
Okay, I think it dropped, y'all. Hey, Detroit, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm gonna pull it up on the audio. I'm gonna go back, and I don't know how many of y'all listen to that guy. I think his name is something. Detroit, can you hear me? Did I pull Detroit up, y'all? Hold on. I don't think I did. Mm-mm. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? I hear an echo though.
Oh, do you? Okay, let me fix. Don't
You
come up
didn't
here. Don't come up here being smart. You
you
know.
didn't you didn't hear me knocking on the door, and then I was backstage.
I did hear you. That's why I thought I had opened it, but I be loopy sometimes. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Let me fix this echo. Let me see. I gotta go listen to some more of that guy that I just showed because because according to somebody that texted me, he got a whole little series going on talking about this, and I think he's more credible than a lot of people. So I said I was gonna go check him out. So when I come back, that might be who we be listening to. But what you doing? How you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, great. Let me pull this back up. What we were
I mean,
listening
the
to.
amount of shit that's out there is ridiculous.
I'm just like I was telling them. It becomes overwhelming, man. Like
I
it's
just
just a lot.
somebody went live talking about the brakes were cut. I was like, stop,
Yeah.
just stop, stop with the book. Everyone's trying to get the upper hand, trying to drop something that nobody else has, but they just
Mhm.
making shit up.
Mhm. It's ridiculous to me.
You know,
But
then I hate when they try to interpret encryptive speaking.
hi, Candy Corn. Good to see you, sweetie. You say dropping in and say hello. Out taking care of some business. Okay. And love all you and please continue to pray. I will, Candy. Since you in the chat, let me ask you a question right quick, and you can say yeah or no. You don't have to type a whole lot. Just um, I wanted to ask you this on the phone, but I guess I ask you this now. Is it okay to tell the people what you're going through, or you just want the prayers? Do you want me to tell the family what's going on? And if so, I will. If not, I won't. But everybody's praying for you and your family, so you continue to stay strong and just look for my phone call. But just type yes or no in the chat whether or not you want me to. I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm just gonna let them know what's going on, and then we can go from there. Let me know right quick. Let me cut my Bluetooth on, y'all. Hold on.
She said, "Yes, you can."
Okay, so I'll do that over on the I'll do that later on today over on the T channel because I know everybody will be over there and I don't want to talk about it twice. But all right, thank you, Candy Corn. You be safe out there, okay? And just know that we continue to pray for you and we love you and just look out for my phone call. You just look out for my phone call. Okay, Candy. I got you, baby. I got you. You know I do. So with that being said, it's good to see you too, Candy, in the chat. So with that being said, y'all continue to pray for Candy and her family, and later on today over on the T channel. I'll tell everybody what's going on with Candy. All right. So be safe, Candy. Be safe. All right, y'all. Okay. What was I saying, D2? I don't even remember.
That you were gonna play the guy that you were
Yeah, I
playing
think when we
more.
come back, we're gonna get into this guy because this guy apparently knew Angie personally or whatever, and also the people that were in the van. So I said I was gonna go over and check him out and maybe come back with him because I like I say, I'm trying to be real careful about who I entertain, who I listen to, who I bring to the channel, and all that because it's a lot. Be true, it's just a lot. Now it's a lot being said about this driver though. You know what I'm saying? And look at Detroit. You look cute today. Why you got that little piece of hair right there on the top like that? That's
Don't make fun of my hair.
excuse me.
Don't make fun of my hair.
Well, I'm not making fun of it, and you low on my end. So let me go out and come back in. I'll be right back, y'all. You do, Renee? Oh, okay, baby. Hold on, y'all. Detroit, if you can talk.
Yeah. Why did my picture get smaller? But yeah, too many people with too many theories and too many just grasping it. Again, 20 people could look at the same paragraph and come up with 20 different answers. And then you got too many people that read into the things far too much. Far too much. And they're just grasping just to get some views. And I like to say that we try to be up and up. We try not to dive too deep in the rabbit hole when we do these things.
Mm-hmm.
And and you're always yelling, stop giving theories, stop doing this. Don't assume. That's your normal. You know, yell whenever we speak about things. But
I really do because it irritates me that people would spin narratives on such a real life situation. It's rude. It's rude. It's being greedy. It's just doing too much. Like it's okay to talk about it. We talk about it. We speak about it. We speak about what's being said. Not everything, because some stuff is just too much. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like to. I just don't like to put out a whole lot of assumptions. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like when
yeah,
some real stuff come out, such as any paperwork from like the police or anything like that, it's okay to take that and run with it. But just to have something to put out every day, just making stuff up different days, same crap, it's just too much. And this woman has passed away. You know what I'm saying? And let's take away from we can't take away from the fact. Well, let's just say it's not an Angie Stone. It's anybody's mother, grandmother, anybody who passes away, and people just take it. People just take it and make a mockery out of it. If something's really going on, if something is fishy about this accident, be true, I wish it would come out. I want it to come out. But if not, let it go.
it can't because there's far too many people throwing wood on the fire. There's far too many people with their own assumptions, and it's muddied the water. I mean, come on, you said it though. Let's wait for but you wait for the police, and then you got 8 people going, "Don't trust the police.
Right,
Don't
right.
trust what's being
It's a
the
conspiracy.
lie."
They
Yeah,
in on it. The police, the fire department, the tow truck driver. He made it safely on Funberry. He texted me. He made it safe. But everybody's in on it. Gets to be so far fetched. I don't even understand why people entertain it.
that's what I'm saying. The the conspiracies that have 100 people in it. There's no possible way 100 people will be able to keep that secret or tell the same story
Hmm.
over and over and over again.
Yeah.
The best jobs are kept small.
Right.
And if you
Right.
notice, if you notice throughout history, when it
Oh
came to
man. Hold on, D True. Renee, I'm sorry, baby. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let me see what you said. Renee supported the channel, D True. Let me think her right quick because I forgot. Hold on. Um, you said, my God, today it's the slow devices for me. Oh, you said happy blessed Tuesday. Keep up the great job. Thank you, Renee, and I will try, honey. Thank you for the motivation. I appreciate it. Go ahead, D True. Go ahead.
Well, if you want, if you look back at history,
Mhm.
people that wanted to do things and keep themselves anonymous, say they rob a bank,
Mhm.
the first thing they do is they go knock that dude off that they know is going to run their mouth.
The snitch, or the potential
Yeah,
snitch.
yeah.
Yeah,
They feel like
yeah.
they go pop. They might leave you right there at the crime scene.
Me too, Fonberry. Me too. And the thing about it is, like I said, Fonberry, if don't nobody else know the law, and when I say the law, I'm talking about the cops, the investigators, or whoever, they know whether or not that woman died from natural causes or injuries from that wreck, or they know. But by it being an open investigation, they're not gonna come out here and they're not gonna come out, even if they're investigating the driver and the truck driver and all that crap. They're not gonna come out here and put that out here because it's an open investigation. But then you got these people just making up shit. Sometimes when I be listening to certain people, I be like, you saying this, but where did you get it from? Where's the
Yeah,
receipt?
yeah, well, yeah. Where did you hear that? So I did look into that about the two police reports, and
Okay.
the fatality being put on the second police report.
Okay.
So the first police report was 9 injuries, right?
Right.
So the assumption by the coroner is, could that person have survived uh, from the initial injuries?
Right.
How much can you contribute the second accident to the death of the person? And I guess according to the coroner, that she could have survived the first accident if the truck had not ran into the van before they could get her out. So
Wow.
again, when they do an autopsy, all things have to be brought in as factors.
Right.
If the person's
Oh
on
my God.
drugs, their health conditions, whatever the mitigating circumstances behind it, all those things have to be in the speculation, and then they have to weigh them.
Right.
So if the person is dying of cancer and then gets in a car accident, they gotta ask themselves, did the cancer contribute to the fact that they couldn't save him? And how much does that contribute into the factor of saving that person for just one more day? Was he
Right.
so weak from the cancer that anything that they tried to do was not going to help this person? See what I'm saying? They have to weigh all these things in. So I'm looking at the police reports and I'm like, okay, they said 9 injuries, but then on the second one, they said 4 injuries, one fatality.
No, I think it was three.
Or 3 injuries,
I think it was three. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 injuries, one fatality.
Mm-hmm.
So they're contributing the second crash as the reason that
She
she
passed away.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Oh Lord, it's still just so sad. Okay, let's finish listening to this guy, who for me is halfway credible, because when he don't have a receipt for something or he don't know something for sure, he'll actually state that, which I respect. You know what I'm saying? He's just not running with narratives. That's why I was able to continue to listen to him. So let's continue to listen to him. And D True, you can stop me if you hear something you want to expand on. Let's see. Do I have my Bluetooth on? Yes.
But still in the mix. The best time to catch something when it's happening is the reason why when police are doing investigations, they have that first 48 hours because they know all the information is fresh and everything is more organic. They're going to get more straight up answers from people, right? So, mind you, this had just happened. So everybody was at the hospital. So when this said person that's the sleeper cell I was talking about called me, we started talking, and she started telling me about the accident. She started giving me detail. I was like, what happened? And she started telling me, and I was like, damn. And I started asking questions. Well, who what? And, and who was who what? And who was sitting where? And where, and the details started to unfold. And certain things didn't make sense to me, even right then, even to her. She was saying to me, something don't make sense. She even told me that well, later on, I'll talk about that. But anyway, so she's telling me what happened.
So this is a guy who said, and he's not saying who, I don't think. This is a guy who said somebody that was in that van, it's a she, one of the she's in that van, he actually talked to the morning of the crash while they were still at the hospital. This is why I want to go back to this guy, to his content, and I gotta catch his name again. I know it's something Pascal or something, but I gotta catch his name and go to his, because to hear somebody speak, even though he's saying somebody told him, it still seems more plausible than a lot of these narratives that's being spun. So we're gonna see, but let's listen.
And I'm like, dang, that's just kind of crazy. And this person got hurt, everybody else is alive, Angie's gone. I said, damn, that's weird. I was like, it's kind of weird. I said, damn, Angie's the only person that passed away. Yeah. So she was like, yeah. She's like, and she was saying that stories that match, that one person was saying this, somebody said they had held Angie. The other person said they were the ones that held Angie, was like lifted her up or something like that, man. And I was like, well, what's the story? And she was just like, I don't know. She said, nobody know. First of all, she was saying everybody in the band didn't know anything. She said, well, they can't remember nothing. That's what she said. She said, well, nobody can remember anything. And I said, well, dang. I said, well, that's kind of strange. And the ones that did say something, the stories were conflicting with each other. One person said they did this. The other person said that.
Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate that, sweetheart. Thank you.
They did that, right? And I thought that was interesting. Now, in the middle of her telling me these stories, sorry, you guys, they're looking all crazy. Anyway, in the middle of her telling me these stories, she said something strange, man. Like, the detectives were in the hospital. I could hear them talking in the background. I couldn't make out, but I don't even think they knew she was on that phone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that the detectives knew that she was on the phone, because if they were, I don't even think they would have been talking to her or saying certain stuff. But I could hear the guys in the background, and she ended up saying she's gonna step outside or something like that. But so she started saying some of the strangest. She started saying, she said this, but she said, and the driver. That's what she said. She said, in the driver. I said, and I'm crying. Now, mind you, this whole time we're talking, I'm crying at full speed. I'm crying at level 10, you guys. I'm screaming. I'm honestly, like, I haven't cried like this since my mom passed and my dad. So she said, you're on speaker. I said, I don't give up. I didn't care who was hearing me cry. And so she steps outside, I think, or outside of the area where anybody can hear her talking. She said, yeah, and the driver's acting kind of weird and stuff. That's what she said to me. Said something about his eyes was doing something. Then she said, then he acting all funny and because his girl is here with him, right? I said, what? She said, he's acting kind of funny. I said, what does that have to do with, I said, Angie just passed. What does that have to do with it? She says, I'm just saying, because just a week ago, he's talking about eating my ass. I was like, whoa. So that shocked me. That shocked me. I was like, well, damn, where did that come from? Like, because I didn't expect to hear that. So I was like, damn, that's kind of weird. Now, it didn't dawn on me at that moment what that person said to me, but I still found it to be strange that person said that to me. I said, damn, I wonder why she would tell me that, right? So I was like, all right, cool. Fast forward to the next day, I'm getting other calls and stuff from the circle, and I find out this said person was the one that set up the whole, getting the sprinter, right? So that kind of messed me up, because then I started to replay. Well, that's kind of weird if you got to sprint it, like think about what I'm saying, you guys. If you this up, excuse my language. If you knew this guy,
Absolutely, Fun Bear. I'm sorry, I wasn't even thinking. I'm just listening to him because he's the only one at this point in time that I've listened to that I can halfway believe, even though he all over the place. But yeah, Stone Paston. I found the channel. It's called Stone Past Stone Paxton Music and Life Blog. That's the name of the that's the name of his channel. Stone Paxton Music and Life Blog. Okay. Thank you, Funberry. If you put in Stone Paxton, you'll be able to find it. He's got a whole series. He's got one, two, three, four. Oh, he got like 5 or 6 parts to it. And I think we're gonna since this live we already an hour in, I'm just gonna react to these 2 videos I got, and then when we come back, which probably it might be Thursday, we're gonna listen to all of his parts. Okay. So yeah, drop his link for me. Thank you, Renee. So yeah. So let's continue to listen. I'm just listening to this y'all.
all right, this guy's got a rap sheet of like 80-page rap sheet of all kinds of
Thank you,
that he's
Fun.
done. His rap sheet is felonies and all kind. I mean, the is long. Y'all can go look it up and find it for yourself. But if you knew this dude didn't have license, if you knew this dude was already a criminal, if you knew this dude was dark seated cat, why would you use this guy? Why was it not Angie's original driver that would always drive her? Why was it this guy that never ever drove her? Why?
Wait a minute. So this was wait a minute. So this was a new person? This wasn't her regular driver, this guy. He wasn't her regular driver.
And now he doesn't have a license.
And they say he's like a felon. It's a lot being said. And I think I'm gonna try to find some of those videos I watched talking about him too as well. But yeah, it's a lot being said about him. But the one thing that I didn't know until right now that he was not her regular driver. I didn't know that.
Well, the problem with that is they can't charge him with vehicular manslaughter because they're saying the truck is the reason she died. Now,
Well, the truck is, I guess, the second impact from the truck. But what happened? What caused the first?
they still haven't said. But again, like you said, there's only really 2 factors that you can look at. He fell asleep, or there was a blowout. One of the two. And the fact he ain't speaking, and the people in the van ain't speaking. Now, the thing about it is, now he said that they were all kind of confused about what happened. To me, that sounds like they were also asleep in the van. So all of them were asleep when this happened.
Well, I don't know how asleep they were because we're gonna listen to something that says they were yelling and screaming at him to slow down.
Something must have happened to wake them up because they said a few people were telling him to slow down. They did mention quite a few people have mentioned that. But the confusion part of don't nobody know what happened tells me they were asleep. But if he was going very, very fast, they could easily have been woken up from their sleep prior to what happened. How come they don't know what happened? Why are they all telling? Why are they telling? Yeah, why are they all telling different stories? Now I understand it's a traumatic accident, so everyone's going to have a different story because everyone's got a different angle. Everybody's looking at it from a different position after a crash. I mean, think about it. When you're in a high impact crash, most people don't know what the hell happened. They're hoping somebody else saw it because they couldn't tell you what happened. So it gets strange.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
Did not be the original driver that she had used through the years. Why this guy? That's what my question was to the circle. Why was this guy the choice? So now you guys, And this is coming within the circle. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not saying allegedly or none of that. This is coming within the circle. Now there's an argument. Now there's an inner argument on who rented the Sprinter. What person? Now this person is saying they weren't the ones to rent the Sprinter.
Oh, that's easy to figure out and find out. All you gotta do is who's on the paperwork. Who's on the damn paperwork?
Everybody's retracting and backing up on this, right? Everybody is retracting and backing up on this now. I didn't rent the Sprinter. It was you. No, you rented the Sprinter. No, it was you. Now everybody's wondering why no one has spoken. And in the next video, there's some things I'm going to show you. So we're going to go over Angie's percentages and stuff and what she was getting from her. We're gonna go over her percentages and what she was getting from with her publishing, with some of her original agreements, and we're gonna, I'm gonna talk about that. We're gonna go to percentages and stuff as far as what she was getting in ownership of her publishing. Right? We're gonna get to that maybe on the next video, right? But I'm gonna finish this out a little bit. So there's the argument within the circle, right, about who rented that Sprinter. Now, the said person that I know that has something to do with renting of a Sprinter, the same said person that said the dude said that she was tripping. It's almost like she was mad that the dude brought his girl to the hospital. Or the girl showed up, because that's what she said. The dude's girlfriend showed up, and I guess he was acting funny. And
why in the hell? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so how long were they at the hospital? Because see, so they get in the accident. They leave Mobile, going to. We still at this point don't know whether it's Atlanta or Baltimore. They were traveling. So they leave Mobile. They coming through Alabama. They wrecking Alabama. The girlfriend ain't in the van, but the girlfriend shows up at the hospital. So what happened? He called her, and she drove from wherever. So the dude girlfriend showed up at the hospital. Okay.
Why would he be acting funny? I mean, you guys, I don't know. You guys tell me your thoughts. Why would he be acting funny? Because maybe he didn't want his girl to know that him and said person in our circle and the circle have been having some sort of either phone calls, intimate phone calls, or maybe they had messed around with each other. Whatever the case may be, there's something there. Because why would it be told to me? I will repeat exactly verbatim what this said person said to me. He's acting funny. Who? The driver. Acting all funny and stuff. But just a week ago, he was telling me that he wanted to eat my ass and all that. So why, who has conversations like this? Men or women, who has conversations like this if there's not a situation going on with the both of those persons? If those two people didn't have something going on, why would that be told to me? Why would that be such a concern to that person when that dude's girl is there at the hospital with him? I'm just saying. Making sense, man. That's not making sense. Now, I reached out to the detective in Alabama to try to, share this information. They haven't hit me back. I think I got a missed phone call from them, because I feel like this is vital information, you guys. Think about what I'm saying. The sleeper cell, the same person is still around the family. I'm sure that person didn't share with the family what she said to me. I'm sure that person did not tell the family what they told me that morning. Yeah. And the crazy part about this person is, the same time after we were talking that whole day, because we were back on the phone again, they drove back out to the location for themselves. I don't know why. They told me they were just going to see, to make sense of it, right? So they drove back to the location to look at everything. And that said person was telling me, well, I drove back down there. She had one of the people that was in the van get in there with her, and they drove back to look at the location. Why would you do that? I mean, I probably would have done it too,
But being that that person was connected to the driver, why would that person drive back over there to look at the location to see what? I'm just trying to make sense of it, you guys. Now, once again, what I'm saying to you is not what I heard from another blogger. It's not somebody page I went to and pulled the information. I'm telling you something from the inside, you guys.
Wow.
Something from the inside. And for all you people that are saying some of the stupidest, and I think it's first time y'all hearing me cuss. Come on, man. Use your brains. I'm giving you solid information, and you're on here saying some of the stupidest things I've ever heard, man. Wake up, man. We are operating, this situation is operating in the second and third dimension. Understand that, man. Understand that. What I just told you is facts. You don't have to believe me. Believe what you want to believe. Go on. It seems like when people lie, people believe the lie. When people tell the truth, seems like that's harder for people to believe. So if you want to believe the lie, continue to believe the lie. I'm giving you the truth. I'm giving you information right from the top. So believe what you want to believe. Part 5 coming. We're going to get into Angie's, what she owned, her percentages in publishing. And I'm going to talk about that. And also, I'm going to share with you why nobody in the band is speaking. I said I wasn't going to make this long. I think this is the shortest. I'm at 14 minutes. But we're going to get into why nobody in the band is speaking. Maybe I'll drop that one tomorrow. I don't know. But I appreciate all you guys that have been very respectful, leaving comments in the memory and the legacy of Angie Stone. This is not about me. This is about Angie, and this is why I'm sharing the information I have. Because if everybody in the circle shares their information, then we could get to the bottom of this fast. This is considered a homicide. This is being considered a homicide. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody in the circle will share their information.
So listen. So D-True, if this guy who says he's speaking to the inner circle and he's talking to detectives and things of that nature, if he's coming out here saying that it's now considered to be a homicide, I'm hoping he got that from like a detective or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you come out here and say it's definitely being investigated as a homicide, that means they feel like somebody unalived Angie Stone on purpose.
Vehicular homicide is not on purpose, but could have been prevented or should have been prevented.
Okay, true.
So if someone say you're in a car, you're going at a high rate of speed, you get in an accident, and your passenger dies. That's vehicular manslaughter. You might not have meant to do it. You didn't think to do it. It wasn't your main purpose to do it, but because of your recklessness of driving at that high rate of speed caused the accident, you will be charged with vehicular manslaughter. Now, they first degree, second degree kind of differs. Some states only have vehicular manslaughter, no degrees. So, but it's still considered a homicide, and he may be playing on words because there's nowhere out here that's saying that it is a homicide. In her cause of death is, I mean, it's still, see, here's media takeout. We don't usually look at media takeout, but it says police investigate Angie Stone death, possible homicide. Now, the other factors could be the driver. Was he under the influence? Did he?
There's people saying he was drunk, but we don't know that.
Yeah. But again, there's 9 people in the van. One of you is like, dude, you touch that steering wheel and I'm going to knock your ass out. 9 other people, either they were too drunk to realize he was drunk, because to me, If you even look like you kind of messed up, you ain't driving me nowhere.
Right.
Matter of
I
fact,
agree.
you ain't getting the van with me. I'm gonna drive away from you. You gonna sit right there. I'm leaving. You I don't need you in the van with me because a bunch of drunk people in the van is
I mean,
dangerous anyway.
to me, honestly though, if this was me in this situation, me being an Angie Stone, me having, my peoples, we traveling, we done rented this van and we traveling, and I hire or whoever my people hire a driver, it's gonna be made sure that that driver ain't sitting up there drinking. They said that man was drinking at the concert. Why would you be okay with the man is supposed to drive you from point A to point B getting slithered at the damn concert, knowing he got to drive y'all to your next destination? That don't make sense.
Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so according to Media Takeout, which is not a credible source on a lot of different things, but they do get some things right. It says law enforcement is looking closely at the actions of the driver who was operating the van Angie was at the time of her death. Early reports suggested death was due to a tragic, but now, according to the narrative, may be changing. He alleges the police are investigating whether the driver may have been driving recklessly or possibly even under the influence. Byron says he's spoken with witnesses who claim have crucial information. The evidence shifts from a tragic accident to something far more. Now, see, it could change altogether where vehicular manslaughter is not what they're going to charge him with. If they could prove he was under the influence and driving erratically or reckless.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's finish listening to this. We got like a minute left.
Body in our circle, then this situation could possibly be solved faster than it's not.
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that, and this situation dealing with Angie Stone's passing is far from over, you guys. And Stone raised some very alarming questions, and the one that stuck out to me is like, where the hell was the original driver for Angie Stone? I'm pretty sure that life can get in the way. He could have fell sick, or she could have fell sick, or there was a family emergency and things like that. But why would they select this dude? I'm pretty sure that somebody around Angie was privy to the extensive rap sheet that Liddell had as far as it pertains to his history with DRUGS and also his reckless driving history. So it's just puzzling to say the absolute least. And then you have this woman that is more interested in the fact that Liddell actually offered to eat her peach instead of being more concerned about the fact that Angie just passed away. You just lost a superstar. So it's just puzzling altogether. But anyway, I'm going to let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this particular situation and everything that I talked about within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.
Okay, y'all consider going over there, checking out, and Jafon, if you can, drop his link one more time. Tough News TV. Go check him out if you're interested. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna get into a second video that he posted a day ago, and the title is Angie Stone's son sets off the alarm and tosses fake family and friends in a blender. We see you. Okay. All right, let's listen. Let me get past the intro. Let me see if I can. It's not that long. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like button. Thank y'all so much for being here today. I do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button if you feel it in your spirit. Support the channel. Hit the cash out. And yeah, let's listen to this, y'all.
What's going on, y'all, and happy Monday. I hope everybody is happy and healthy out there, but unfortunately, Angie Stone's son is going through it, y'all. So Michael, aka Swavo Twain, is definitely speaking his piece since his mom has passed away. He definitely called out fake family and friends, Now, I can't definitively say that he was talking about D'Angelo because he didn't mention him specifically. He didn't say my dad. But even though D'Angelo doesn't act like family or act as a dad, in my estimation, he could have been thinking about his father in the process of him calling out fake family and friends. But let me say this, as someone that has went through what this young man is going through right now, I can tell you just by looking at the video that I'm going to play you guys shortly, the crash out on D'Angelo is coming. Trust and believe me, family, when I tell y'all it's inevitable because things get quiet. Once you sit down and you start to process that you just lost your mom and all of those individuals that were around for the wake and the celebration of life and things of that nature, and you're just by yourself and you just start to think about things that have transpired through the years. Oh, I suspect this brother is about to get nasty. And from the conversations that I've had from people close to the situation, he has a little bit of a gangster side to him. So I'm pretty sure that when he crashes out, he gonna go in for real. Y'all talking about Kirk Franklin's son was crazy and wild for what he did. Yes, he was. But at the end of the day, I think this could be a crash out like we've never seen before. Now, I also want to add, before I play you guys the video, that there was a clip circulating around where Pastor Shirley Caesar actually addressed Swavo and his sister at Angie's celebration of life. And she basically said that when she heard the news that Angie had tragically passed, that she immediately started praying for them because she knew that there will be people that will be around them as long as, and that's all I can remember. I don't want to fill in the blanks because I can't remember what she said, but I'm guessing she was alluding to the fact that people will be around them as long as they could take or get something from them as it pertains to Angie's estate and things like that. Don't quote me on this, but I can't find this clip. But like always, when I'm done with this video, I will find the clip, right? Ironically. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video of Swavo talking about things, and then I'll be back. This morning.
Okay, so this is the clip he's playing of the sun, y'all. I'm gonna put a quick visual if I can, if it'll let me. Let's see. D-Truth, you think the sun gonna crash out?
I don't know about crashing out, but he got. I mean, you could expect somebody to do that after you.
I know one thing that comes along with death is anger.
Yeah.
Anger. You get mad at people you didn't even think you were angry at. They working. Okay. All right, Trey. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna crash out. You're gonna say things that possibly you feel are true but are not true. You're gonna blame a bunch of people because one, you're not there. So a lot of people that don't have closure, that don't see the person before they pass, have a lot of that anger built up inside them. And I don't know the relationship. So again, if you had a rocky relationship or anything like that, it gets even worse.
Yeah. Especially if you already had like tension between the two.
Yeah, and
there's already some type of animosity or whatever.
of course you can blame everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Possibly look like they could have been involved.
Not even so much involved though. I see it as it could be anybody that you felt like. Okay, like say for instance, like Angie told the world that when it came to D'Angelo and the son, D'Angelo didn't necessarily do everything he was supposed to do as a father, right? So this young man could already have like some type of animosity towards um his father, and it can like escalate. Like he could be angry about, well, you didn't treat my mom right, da 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 da. I'm just saying, I know that when you lose somebody close to you and you already got some type of animosity towards a particular person, it escalates. You know what I'm saying? So okay, let me do this, y'all. This is the scene. This is what I'm looking at right now as this young man talks. Let me bring it up. I'm not gonna show it while he speaks, but actually I probably can, but it probably ain't gonna stay up. I just freeze the screen. Let's see. Ooh, child. That's a lot. Um, let me see if it'll come up, y'all. I'm like trading that shit. I'm okay. I'm gonna just leave it up like that. I'm gonna still play just the audio. And we're gonna listen to Angie Stone's son speak.
Like 6 in the morning, still get up on the early schedule and like damn, she ain't calm. You know, that fucks me every day. She don't call me in the morning, so I go into my phone. I'm like listening to some voicemails she sent me and all that. Like, you know, she don't like the love is cool, like that like, but like you telling us, she ain't for us. Like it's cool, but she the one who want to know that. Like she the one who was pushing for that. Like I fuck I heard, man. For the first time, I finally heard somebody say that her and my two aunties was the first female hip hop group. You know, this one time, I wasn't there. I think that's what hurt. I'll always be there. I'll always be there. Bro, they ain't going back and forth that shit so long. It'll be this person, that person, whoever from New York, they want to say who it was. And I'm like, and I used to tell my mom, like, man, fuck that shit. Like, but she was serious about shit. Like, she's like, no, I'm not letting shit go. Like, was not going to just try to erase me out of history. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these people like snapping at really like, damn, like I would have loved to see her get that silence, but like just that silence of going people recognize what she did. I'm just, was around like fake friends, family, like just poor people, was taking this moment for an attention moment, I seen it. We all seen it. Your actions were on full display. Full display. But y'all supposed to not get to use, you don't get to take advantage, you don't get to abuse my mother's kindness, my heart no more. So I hope y'all got y'all the last 2 weeks.
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that, and this man is incredibly sad and understandably so. And I just want to talk about that stare, the portion of the video where you just saw him staring out the window. I'm familiar with that stare. I can remember after burying my mom, I went to a friend's house and we just got up in his car and we just started to light up some trees. You guys know what I'm alluding to. And I can tell you, I don't think that 10 words were even spoken during the 2 hour span that we were sitting in that car, and I was just looking out the window. I didn't even say a word. That's how devastated I was. So I can understand what this man is going through right now. Now, we all know that you don't have to have someone pass away within the family to discover fake friends and fake family, because them jokers will present themselves way before something tragically happens to a family member, right? But you do have those few select ones that can hide their fakeness so good that you're not able to see through it until someone passes away, right? Within the family. And listen, let me let you in on a story as it pertains to my situation. Now, I grew up with both parents in the household. My dad really didn't F with me like that, and I didn't F with him like that. He was sort of jealous of me for some reason. I believe I've stated in past videos, he was color struck. He was dark skinned. He didn't like me because I was lighter than him. Yeah, I get it. It's this stupid thing that went down back when he was growing up. But anyway, there was this woman, and my mom and her were friends. They went to the same church and things like that. There will be times where this lady will call my house at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and need prayer. And my mom would get out of her bed and pray for her. She was going through some things within her marriage. My mom even kept her child so she could go to work. Do you know 2 days after we buried my mom, this woman was at my mother's house in my mother's bedroom getting it on with my daddy?
Damn.
No lie, straight up. And I just want to say this without going into deep detail about it. Shout out to Sean. Sean know who he is. That's my longtime friend. Shout out to Sean because he's the reason why you're able to hear my voice on this video today. Because I was about to make a decision that would have sent me away for an extremely long time. And you know what's crazy to me about that situation, y'all? When I came up to the house and I saw her car parked in the yard, I immediately said, I'm not going to knock to the door. So I went around the house where my mother's bedroom was, and you could hear them just getting it in. I'm talking about getting it in. And then I decided to go to the front door and I started to knock and kick or whatever. And then all of a sudden you see the blinds open just a tad bit, and I can't talk anymore about it. So let me just shut up about the situation. But I'm just telling you, I understand the dynamics of dealing with fake friends and fake family. But anyway, I'm going to let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that I discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share. And if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.
Damn. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, with something like that,
maybe that woman was consoling him.
Stop it, D. True. Now, this is what I'm about to say. See, it's stuff like that. So, listening to that story makes me think. Okay, so let's talk about the fact that D'Angelo did not show up to the film. We don't know if the kids know or his son know why he didn't show up at the funeral. And even if he does know the reason why D'Angelo didn't show up, is it a valid reason for him to not feel anger towards his father for not showing? I mean, that type of, I'm going to tell you something. Ooh. You already be angry. And then, like I said, if it's already some tension, some animosity, or whatever, it multiplies. I just pray, I really do, that her son does not do what they call crashing out over the internet or whatever. But I just know it could happen. It can absolutely happen. And I just pray that it don't. I pray that the young man and the daughter and the grandbabies, they get, some type of help. And I pray that the people that was screaming and shouting and hollering, that they friends and aunties and this and the third, that they be there for those children. Because Angie Stone was Angie Stone largely because of her children. You know what I'm saying? Or what she did what she had to do to take care of them.
Maybe he was asked not to come.
I mean, that's the thing. See, I don't want to assume why he wasn't there. Like I said, the kids could know why he wasn't there. They could have. It's just we don't know. He's not talking. They're not, mentioning him or whatever. So,
well, he might have had a prior engagement, or he was away where he couldn't have got back in time.
There you go.
So there's many reasons why he didn't come. And as far as that woman consoling his father, I don't understand. I mean, she might have just been
Be
in there
true. If you
trying to
don't stop,
render a comforting shoulder to him, and
be
you
true.
know,
I'm gonna cuss you out. I'm gonna cuss you
I'm
out.
just saying.
Now, since you want to make light of that situation, I'm gonna tell you something. That woman was in that bed way before that mama passed away. 2 days after,
We
no sir.
don't know
They was.
that.
I'm
He
gonna
might
say
have.
it.
He
I'm
might have
gonna
been.
say it, and I ain't taking it back. He was screwing her before the mama passed away. Period. Period. You don't screw somebody 2 days after your wife passed, and you ain't already been screwing them.
Opportunity may have never come up before that.
I'm gonna cuss you out.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I'm
trying to.
gonna. I'm gonna literally
You
cuss you
know.
out on this live.
You know.
Like I'm gonna cuss you out.
If Trey was here, he would back. He would back me up on
And I wouldn't give a damn. I cuss both of y'all out.
that. If Trey was here, he would
Just
agree
saying.
with me that we don't know the circumstances.
I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want to start listening to this live stream of this other. How many of y'all listen to And I'll take a vote on it since y'all like I said, I want to be careful about what I expose you all to if you have not already heard it. How many of y'all listen to the Messy Sweet Pot? If anybody could type in the chat and let me know if y'all listen to the Messy Sweet Pot. Let me know. Before I cuss the truth out in a minute. Because that's what's about to happen. Y'all gonna hear me cuss his ass out the way I do in real life.
According to Media Takeout, the thing that I read, they're kind of in the middle on whether he's credible or not. He's broke a lot of stories, but he also got a lot of stories wrong. So it's kind of like when you're looking at people that you're listening to, say you're gonna play this guy, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you got to look back at his history. Has he said things for clicks and views? Do you see
I
a
don't watch
pattern?
the me. I don't
Yeah.
listen. I don't listen to the Media Takeout. So there's no need for me to even try to decide whether or not he's credible. I don't. Hey, Lucius, good to see you, baby. So, what do you think about it? Since you are you listen to the Message Sweet Part, Lucius?
I've heard a lot about that show.
Yeah, she comes with it. She also I kind of have mixed emotions when it comes.
Embellishes.
Yes.
Well, that's again, when you're, like when you're looking at something that says based on a true story. The reason that you have to say based on a true story is because you changed a few things, or you might have inflated a few things. Might be a booty dropped here and there to add to the story. So,
Hmm.
you got to take things with a grain of salt.
You said she has double standards. I think she absolutely has double standards, Lucius. She do have a lot of knowledge of what's being said, not necessarily meaning that what's being said is the truth, but she keeps up with what's being said, and I mean, you just have to be a person that listens and can make sense of things. To me, honestly, I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want to listen to her this one particular live stream, but so do you want to talk about? Hey, Meryl, good to see you. She be doing too much. Yes. Yes, Meryl, yes. So, Dietrich, do you want to talk about this article you sent me about? So let's talk about this then. We got 30 minutes. We won't listen to her.
Oh,
All
the
right.
classless?
Okay,
Yes,
so
this is very classless to
let
be.
me yeah. So how many of y'all know about the whole what should I call it, Dietrich? The whole stance that Monique took. I did a short on it. I actually put out a short on it. But so Monique comes out and you go ahead, you can introduce it, Dietrich, since you sent me the article.
Yeah. So here it is, Angie Stone, and there's a lot of rumors that Tyler Perry paid for the funeral, and the
Right.
reason that he did the rant was because she was owed a lot of money, and she was actually almost broke.
Right.
From what the stories are being said, that they had, I
It
guess
was
some,
another video I wanted to watch, but I
yeah,
can't find it. Go
yeah,
ahead. I'm talking to myself. Go ahead.
yeah. There was some contracts that were kind of really shady looking, and there's some because you get back end points is what they call it on a lot of these contracts, and after you sell so many records, you get back end points for everything past that. Well, they're saying there's some shady stuff that was going on in her contracts, and that some of the things that she was promised never came through. So she was suing people for the money that was owed to her on some of the contracts that were never fulfilled. So Tyler Perry came forward, paid for the funeral, and he went off on them for turning their back on her and having her go to court to get her money. Oh, come on up, Lucius.
Well, the thing about it is, yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to it, and the reason why I think I'm gonna start listening to it is because she talks about the Sharita lady who supposedly was in the car. So now that I got Lucius in the chat, and I do know when Lucius speaks on something, she actually knows what she's talking about. Like she knows, so Lucius can pretty much distinguish with us, between what's true and what's facts and what's not. So let's just cut this short with the Monique thing. Let me say this about Monique. Monique, at this point, I had a lot of respect for her. Still got a level of respect for her because I will always respect a black woman that has a hustle and a grind and do what it is they do to make it, especially in that industry, right? But you said right when you sent it to me and you said classless. It was absolutely classless. And the thing about it is you got this whole issue with Tyler Perry. Everybody knows it. The shit is old at this point. Like me and my daughter was talking about it, and my thing was this. Monique got this whole thing about Tyler Perry apologizing to her. From what I understand, and I don't know if it's true or not because I ain't digging deep into it no more. I don't think Tyler Perry owes her money or anything like that.
No, it's the apology for the
Yeah,
way
it's
he
a whole apology.
supposedly.
See, this is what makes
Yeah.
it so asinine. Like for real, we heard the recording of the man apologizing to you behind the scenes, right? We heard that. What in the hell difference is it gonna make that he comes out and publicly apologizes to you? What is that gonna change? What is that gonna help? You got an apology, which a lot of people don't get actually from a person like Tyler Perry. A lot of people don't get an apology, right? So you got the apology, you got it on the back end or whatever. You want this man to come out. Listen, you can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. And like I said, I can see if the apology was going to change anything. People's minds are made up about the whole situation. People's minds are made up about whether Tyler was wrong, whether you was wrong, or whatever. People's minds are made up about the whole apology. Hey, boss. And my thing is, let it go. You use the death of this woman and the fact that that man got up there, and I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't care what happened between her and Tyler. I really don't at this point, not when it comes to Angie Stone, because this is the thing. The man got up there, he spoke passionately, he spoke the truth. If he paid for that funeral, he did not have to do that. Why he did it, that's not for us. That's for him and his God. Why he did it. But he did it, right? Something you couldn't or probably wouldn't have done. So why would you use that moment? See, this is what gets on my nerves with us. Why would you use that moment to come out here with this old shit that ain't gonna never, if the man ain't apologized by now, honey, he's not gonna do it and he don't have to. He gave you your apology. But you being, Monique has like when she did that, and I didn't speak on it at the time, I just did a short. That pissed me off. Because you need a moment, you need the spotlight, you need whatever you got going on over there. You used what this man got up here and did and said when it came to Angie Stone. You took away from her moment. It's enough going on with this whole thing. It's enough bullshit surrounding it. Then you want to come out here with your selfish ass. It's the me for me. And put another spin on, put something else out there on it to tarnish it. This woman is not going to be able to rest in peace because we got vultures out there And then if her death was not an accident, then you got that to deal with, and you want to come out here and add to it.
If we didn't believe the stories that was being said about her, her actions make us lean towards maybe there was some validity to some of the things being
Absolutely.
said
She don't
about
even
her.
realize that.
You
She
know,
don't even realize that the way she behaves is giving validity to what was being said about her. Hey, Red Clay, welcome to the chat. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
but
Sometimes that's how you have to do with people. You have to be quiet, sit back,
mhm,
and let them show themselves.
exactly. I say that all the time. But here's the thing: a lot of the stuff wasn't being said about her. A lot of that stuff was being said about her husband and her.
Yeah, Trey.
So, yeah. Where were you, Trey, 5 minutes ago? Damn it. You could have helped me out a little bit. But we'll go past that.
Let me
But
read what Sonya said, D2. Sonya said, Tyler owes her nothing else. He apologized to her about his comment, but owes no money to her. People chose not to work with her without making the decision and shouldn't be easily influenced. Monique is running this whole thing in the ground. It's like beating a dead horse. All these years, she's not going to get what she wants from Tyler. She need to move on. Exactly. At this point, it's a sick obsession. It's something. I mean, you gonna make this grown man come out here and do something that he's not willing to do. Like if he ain't done it in all these years, if he ain't done it in all these years, and then what is it? Like I said, D. What is it gonna help? What is it gonna do for you? You
re,
got
re,
an apology. It just
yeah,
wasn't
and he
public,
gave
but
the
you made it public.
yes, he gave you the apology, and you went behind his back and played a private conversation between you and him. So right now, he owes you nothing because of the way you
And
did
that's
what you
probably
did.
why he won't come out and give it to her
Exactly.
that way.
Exactly. Read Lucius.
Alicia said Monique didn't respect Angie. There was anger towards Angie as well because of some past history that never was known publicly about her and Angie. There was a beef with them too. And see, that's another reason why she came out and acted her age because she had issue with. And you see where I'm going with this. The truth. She's disgusted.
Yes, but she's an opportunity whore. She saw the opportunity to jab Tyler while he was doing something nice. So you took away from what he was doing, okay? Because if you look, how many people came up there to speak that were as with statues like Tyler Perry? He came forward because he's worked with her before. She's been in some things that he's done, so he didn't have to do that. And again, it's not 100% that he paid for the funeral, but I'm pretty sure he's been known to do that. He's been known to pay for people's funerals if he
Mhm.
feels that it's going to take away from it's going to leave them in debt. But a lot of times a person like Angie Stone wouldn't have had a funeral like that if it wasn't for Tyler Perry, because the movie studio or the record company ain't gonna pay for it like that.
Yeah, he put her away. He put her away nicely. I mean, for if anything, the man gonna be blessed for that. Now, did he have? Listen, people talk about motives and intentions and things of that nature. Look, I ain't listen. I just don't see anybody doing something like that unless it's from the heart. I mean, we know the man got more money than he could ever spend in life, but I mean, it's just a gesture, and it, like I say, it's not for us to try to determine what his motives were, or was he genuine, like she tried to put out. That's not for us. That's not for us. We only know what he did, and from what we saw, that man, he was a, it was.
But he
Come
wasn't
on,
looking
bro.
for a pat on the back. He wasn't the one that slipped that he paid for the funeral. Somebody else did. He didn't mention anything about him paying for the funeral.
Wow.
Somebody else did. Like I said, it's not 100% for sure. See,
And
Tyler was asked to step in and help by the family.
and that's a blessing to have somebody that's willing to step in and do it. That woman deserved to be put away the way she was put away. And we don't know if those kids were going to be able to do that. We don't know if they were going to be able to do that.
Well,
Yes, Tyler
again,
was Lucy said yes, Tyler was asked to step in and help the family because he was at a loss as to what was her finances until he spoke with her children. I mean, he said that too. He said that when he spoke, he said he don't pay attention to social media and things like that. And he said he didn't know that Angie had been stolen from. He said he did not know.
See, I get angry when people spend this lavish amount on funerals and have nothing left.
Right.
Nothing. Why? It's a day. I mean, yes, you need to honor people, but again, you're gonna bankrupt everything. You're gonna go into debt. You bury people at their means. That's why people, if you don't have insurance policies for yourself, you're doing yourself an injustice and you're doing your family an injustice. Because they got to come up with that money. And that's not a burden you want to put on your family. So, if you got to pay 30, 40 bucks a month just to get enough to bury yourself, do it. Do it. Because you're gone and your kids are going to be paying for that, if they can even afford it.
Oh, okay, Lucius. Okay. See? Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't I don't need to be buried in a Mercedes Benz fucking coffin. I don't need to have gold trim all over my fucking coffin.
Yeah. I do believe though, that Angie deserved to be sent out the way she was. And like you said, the stress wasn't on the kids. Tyler Perry is definitely able and was willing to do it. And I think that if everything was left up to the kids, that maybe she wouldn't have been able to be sent off that way. But I agree with you. If they wasn't gonna be able to do it, they wasn't gonna be able to do it. But thank God, it's people like Tyler Perry that will step in and do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to let people be where they are. I mean, and then for her, oh my God, like I,
She saw an opportunity.
I can't respect her for that. Like I
No,
cannot.
that's why I say it's classless. It's classless to even mention that. Now you could have came back a month from now and said something, but to do it right after the
But that,
funeral,
somebody else said that. Somebody said she could have waited. But my thing is this: why even then? Because it's not gonna change it. You showing that you are. You showing that you are envious. You showing that you are. You did have something against Miss Angie Stone, and not you pissed that Tyler Perry did what he did. You pissed at her, you pissed at him, and you just being just. And then even if you did have something going on with Angie Stone, or y'all had some type of beef or whatever back in the day, the woman is gone. That's what I don't get with people. The woman is gone.
if she had a beef with her, why the fuck are you even speaking?
Exactly. Tony said Tyler Perry's good people and some get mad because they want him to be their guy. I'm just saying he can help as he is led by God. Exactly, Sonya. Exactly. She was boss, and I'm so like even when I did that short and I first saw that, I was so angry, but I refused to come out and speak on it. Cause you know what? I feel like a lot of things that's talked about here on this app and publicized and that goes viral, it shouldn't even be paid attention to. Like if Monique had to do what she fucking did and the media had ignored her ass and let her just have her little tirade. That's how. See, that's how I handle. That's how I handle shit. But I don't expect others to handle it. I don't give air to bullshit. Like I feel like a lot of things that's given, motherfucking has a light shined on it shouldn't. And I feel like if people will ignore certain shit, then people will stop doing certain shit. That's how I see it, but that's just me.
because people don't call them out for it. Just like
That Monique has been called out in so many ways. She don't give a
no,
damn. Her and
no,
that husband over there, them two miserable. They are miserable.
yeah.
They are miserable.
What I'm
They
saying is,
they just wait. They just watch shit on social media and just wait for an opportunity to jump their little asses in and be part of something. At this point,
no, what I'm saying is, people don't call out the liars and the misinformation givers. They don't call them out. They just let them fall to the wayside. But the damage has already been done.
right?
The easiest way to manipulate a group of people is to give them misinformation and watch who follows you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how culture started. That's how these weird cultures started. You just start
Mm-hmm.
saying all kinds of gibberish, and you start looking at who's opening their eyes and looking at you, and you go, "Gotcha."
Mm-hmm.
Come on over here, and then you see more and more and more, and then those people start bringing people. That's how culture started. But again, if you don't call people out for misinformation and outright lies to benefit themselves, I'm not saying a person can't make a mistake and say something that may be wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
have the decency to come back and admit you were wrong.
Exactly.
That's the
Right.
problem on this app. Nobody comes back. There's no retraction button on YouTube.
And then and that's the thing. A lot of people know that once you put something out there where it's a loud truth, you're gonna have dumb motherfuckers to take it and run with it and
Yep.
keep repeating it over and over and over again.
We know that better than anybody, don't we?
You better know
Don't
it.
we
You
know that
better
better than
know it.
anybody? Oh, so and so told me
I
that,
mean, just flat out lie. And I think the most ignorant, you can look the most ignorant when you sit and repeat something and you say, I heard,
Yep.
or somebody told me, and you saw no receipt, you know of no receipt, you don't know it to be true. You sound like an ass repeating it. You don't even take time to go back and try to figure out the truth or try to know the truth. You just keep talking.
And you're not
And
even
that's what
repeat. You're
social
not even
media is.
yeah, but you're not even repeating what they said. You added shit to it. You blew it up and made it bigger than it was before. I spent 7 years with fighting Essie Berry over just that. You lied, and then your people took that lie and ran with it and made it even bigger
Mm-hmm.
than
Mm-hmm.
it was before.
Mm-hmm. Just care. It's weird. It's weird.
And
Yeah.
and the thing about it is, most of these lies, if you take your common sense and look at the lies, you could see that it's a lie.
Yep.
Because I tell
I
people,
agree.
you tell this lie. We'll just go back to the lie they're telling now. That now I exposed my tallywhacker to a child. Where's that piece of paper that says that?
Nobody has to have a receipt.
Where's the
Nobody has
proof?
to have proof. It's just I don't like you, so I'm gonna repeat the lies.
Exactly. And now here she is taking the opportunity to jump on Tyler Perry while he's doing something that has nothing to do with her. She could have
Nothing.
said, she could have said, I am so sorry that this happened to Angie. God bless you, and I hope your family. Nothing. She got to
Or
come out.
just not saying nothing, because according to what the chat is saying here, she had issue with Angie. So just
Mhm.
not say nothing. That's how I do. People lie on me constantly. Lie on me. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a little triggered and say that I have said certain things about people's family that has passed away, and I have never. I have actually shut down a conversation about a content creator who at the time I had issue with. Her loved one passed away. I decided to say nothing because as grown adults, that's what you do. If you either you send your condolences, you say sorry, or you just don't say nothing. Look, if you don't fuck with me, fine. Don't say nothing. I don't want you to say nothing because I know it's not genuine. But to take that and use that against somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's just disgusting. What Monique did reminded me of what these people do on this app.
Mhm.
You take the death of a family member, and because you got issue with that family member or another person, you use it. You weaponize it. She's a fucking idiot. And I listen. I just lost my respect because I don't like that. I don't. That woman, Angie Stone, did not deserve for her to come out here and make a mockery. That's what she did. Your issue with Tyler Perry, and see, I think that's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now because I didn't know she had an issue with Angie. I knew she had an issue with Tyler. And being as though you had a whole issue with Angie, you shouldn't have said shit. You shouldn't have said a motherfucking word. And that's just my opinion. You too grown for that. You too grown. You too grown. And like I say, for one, you're probably never gonna get the fucking apology in public. You did get it in private. And for two, what is the apology gonna do for you, sweetheart? Because I can guarantee you, Tyler Perry can come out here today or tomorrow and publicly apologize to that woman. And her being who she is, she gonna find something else to come out and talk about.
Yeah, but I think that's okay. She's using this as a dagger to
Yeah.
make Tyler Perry because this is what I think Tyler Perry's mindset is. I don't want this as a distraction. Let me give this woman what she fucking wants, so she'll
Absolutely.
stop.
Power off.
You see what I'm saying? It's like let me. I'm just gonna give her what she wants so she could stop, and that's what she wants. She knows that Tyler Perry will be the bigger man and say, "Look, you know what? Let me just apologize so this shit could stop because what you did was wrong." And in his apology, I hope he said, if he ever was to apologize right now, I hope he says, "What you did by bringing this up right now was wrong, but I'm gonna give you your apology. I apologize if some of the things I said about you caused other people to look at you differently. Wasn't my intention."
And the sad part about it is he said that shit to her. He said it on that
He said
phone
it.
call.
He said, "I wasn't my intention to get anyone to look at you differently. I was just going on my feelings, and I can have my feelings." Okay, and
Let me read
yeah.
the what they saying in chat. Miss Ann said, "Hey, Miss Ann, I'm in the bushes, but she need to be concerned about her own family dynamic. Her son, okay, you are right, Miss Ann. Thank you, Miss Ann. Have a good day at work. You absolutely right." Boss says she kind of be such an outstanding and dignified woman, but her actions show differently with this incident. I agree. I agree. Lucia said, even with the dragging of Angie kids, people digging back to the past fight with her daughter. I refuse to talk about that. If you notice, Lucius, I have not spoken about that, and I am not because I think it's disrespectful. But Angie and her kids were very close, and their relationship had healed and was stronger than life. And I believe that. I believe that. Ms. Lynn said her own bitterness is going to eat her away, y'all. What she should know, Sonya said what she should know is that Action will not get an apology from Tyler Perry, but get even more ignored. I would ignore the hell out of her. For real,
Let me.
I would.
I want to go back to what Lucia
Boss
said.
said Monique is bitter. Hey, Ramlin.
I want to go back to what Lucia said a little earlier.
Hmm.
Can you stop jumping on the bed or whatever the hell you're doing on your bed?
That is not me. That's the essays out there hammering
Oh, okay.
in the backyard.
I
I
thought you were.
made that announcement. If you weren't late, you would have heard.
Oh,
I said, y'all gonna
oh.
hear some hammering and shit.
I thought something was happening that we didn't need to know in your bedroom.
You
I'm
know
sorry.
what? I
What?
wouldn't be on here. You get on my damn nerves.
All right. So Lucius said earlier that there's a couple of factors on why uh, uh, the baby daddy did not go to the funeral, and in my opinion, and I've had to do this a couple times. If I know that there's going to be people at that funeral that are going to look at me and start acting a fool towards me because of past things, I will excuse myself from that funeral, even though I want to go and pay my respects. If my presence is going to cause any disruption, I will excuse myself and I will mourn in peace.
You know what? I can respect that. I can absolutely respect that because I did that in life once. Years ago. This dude that I had dated, we had dated and I became real close with his mom, right? I become real close with his mom. Where his mom ended up after we were split up. But we were still friends. We had split up or whatever, we still friends. So when his mom passed, you know, I wanted to go to the funeral. I did, but I knew that it would cause issue with the current. girlfriend, who is now his wife. But I knew it would cause issues. So what I did was the night before at the, you know how the night before they have the viewing and the wake and all of that. I
Yeah.
went and I sat with her and I talked to her and I, did what I did that night before and I decided not to go to the funeral. Even though he wanted me to go. He did. He wanted me to, and I had to explain to him, look, I'm there for you if you need me in other ways, but as far as that, because I don't like being made, like I don't like a spectacle. Like I don't like that. Listen, one of my biggest pet peeves is when family members fight when it's time to bury a loved one. Like I don't like any type of, and I know it happens a lot. Thank God, like I said, the close ones that I've had to bury, there has never been an issue. You know what I'm saying? But I have been witness to and know about families who literally like it has turned to bloodshed when somebody passed away and you got family members that want to cut a buck, run amok, and just act absolutely ignorant. That shit irritates my soul because I feel like that is disrespectful to the person that passed away. You know what I'm saying? For any issues, this person should be able to rest in peace, be buried in peace, and all of that. I just don't like that. So I get what you're saying, and I can respect that. Maybe he didn't show up due to that. I don't know.
Well, again, maybe he. But again, you should always your judgment should always be on caution.
Right, right,
If you
right,
believe that there may be two or three people, or even one person there that's going to act out and disrupt what's trying to be had there,
right.
excuse yourself. You know what? I have been to many funerals that I knew I was not welcome to, and I hid up in the back.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't
Uh-huh.
nothing. There ain't no lock to go keep me out. I was up there where the damn organ was. Shit,
Yeah.
just so my presence would not cause a disruption in somebody's passing.
Right,
You know,
right.
and the
It's
thing
called
about it,
respect.
yeah, it's you
It's
respect.
called
Just like
respect.
going to see somebody. You want to go see that person before they pass away. You know they're about to pass away, but you know your presence is going to cause others to feel a certain way. So you don't do it, even though
Right,
you want to. You don't do it
right.
as respect for that person.
If you have respect for that person, right? That's why we know she probably didn't give a damn about Angie neither. Because anybody in their right mind would think, this is bad. This is tragic. Like, it's already enough surround. I mean, God, my God, it's already enough surrounding her passing, and for you to add that, look, you know what? I can't. I lost respect for her. I'm sorry.
That's why I said classless.
Yep, that's absolutely right.
And this is not the first time that she has been classless in her attempt to attack Tyler Perry. She's been
Right,
classless many times before this.
right, right, right,
Okay, because she could have, you know what? And Tyler Perry, from my knowledge and my things that I've seen of him and people have told me about him, is if you wanted to have a meeting with him one on one to discuss what this problem is, he would have that meeting. It will not be a
She
public
seems like
meeting.
that type of person though that it would matter. She reminds me of a fucking Adrian. It don't matter whether you
Mhm.
meet with him, whatever you try to do to calm the situation down, whatever attention you give it, it's gonna escalate it. Cause they're gonna use the meeting or they're gonna use the conversation and use that to further, you know what I'm saying?
Their
The
career,
bullshit.
their career. But again, all this happened, and you still went on to win a Best Supporting Actress. So how much damage did he really do to you? Matter
Hmm.
of fact, he might have helped you with some of the things that he did. But
Hmm.
again, the lower the lower how am I say it? Those movie companies that don't have the money that the big movies have,
Hey,
they didn't
ain't
they didn't want to
be
work
safe.
with her. They didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
work with her because she wanted all this weird shit and
Mm-hmm.
they don't have that type of money. Hell, you wonder why she ain't in movies like Friday. You think she'd have been no hell no, because she'd have been like, no, I ain't doing it for that. She's not gonna do anything that doesn't benefit her. But some of the roles that Tyler Perry gave her to play it benefited her in the long run. And he said that to many people.
Thank you, Angie.
I may not have paid you what you think you're worth, but I gave you a seat at the table and a staircase to climb.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And my thing is, you got this whole thing going on with Tyler that you could have let go a long time ago. That man is out here doing big things with these movies and these series and these shows. You could have been a part of all of that. See, a lot of times we as humans, we block our own blessings. You know that, right?
Well, sometimes you have to sit at the table with the devil in order to get what you need.
That's not what I'm saying. You
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying. Child, listen, I'm not entertaining no damn devil. But anywho, we at the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna end this because y'all know I want these lives to be.
Hold on, I got one more thing to say.
Okay, go ahead.
With what I just said, sometimes you have to sit at the table with the devil in order to get what you think you deserve. Look at all them people that accused Harvey Weinstein. All them people that accused all of these producers and all these things we've done, even Diddy. You sat at the table with the devil.
Sure did.
Because you thought it would get you where you wanted to go. You laid up with R. Kelly for years because you thought it was going to get you what you wanted. Your parents gave you to R. Kelly because they thought they were going to get what they wanted. And when somebody popped the balloon, you want to run and hide. Like that wasn't what you were intending. It was. You knew the stories. I could say the first person that Harvey Weinstein took advantage of is the only person that's the victim here. Once those stories started circulating about Harvey Weinstein, Diddy, and the rest of them, you knew what you were walking into.
Come on.
That first party you went to might have been a shock to you to see all them men's dinglings sticking out and running around, trying to chase people around and shit. But the second party you went to should not have been a shock.
Come on.
Now, I'm talking about these people. They didn't just go to, these things didn't happen just once.
And I think back when we were kind of mentioning the whole Diddy thing, that was my point. These people, did they go, when they went to these parties and got assaulted or whatever it is they said happened, did they go one time and that was it? Or did they go over and over and over again?
Yes.
See, that's what I can't do.
Some of these stars, oh, Diddy gave me this. Diddy gave me that. Well, you think people give you shit for free?
Wow.
You think a man is opening the car door because he sees you walking down the street to give you a ride? Because he says, oh my God, I got to help this woman out? Hell no. And you should have looked at him twice when he said, oh, I'm sorry, but there's no panties allowed in this car. You have to take them off before you get in here. And you did it and got in the car.
Thank you, yours true.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes these people believe that they have to sit at the table with the devil in order to get where they are.
But then if you make that decision, you shouldn't be able to come back later and say, oh.
Nope.
Yeah,
not at all.
You shouldn't be able to do it.
As far as the R. Kelly thing, some of them kids were taken advantage of. But your parents knew. Your parents knew.
And some of the parents knew and did it knowing what was going. Oh my God, it's disgusting.
Exactly.
It's just disgusting.
Exactly. A man ain't going to a whorehouse just because he wants to look around. He knows what it is and where he's going.
Right.
So don't get mad at the whores because your man is at the whorehouse.
Absolutely.
It wasn't a surprise. He didn't walk in and go, "Oh my God, I didn't know this was a whorehouse. Oh, let me get out of here." No, his ass stayed right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I said, if you're a man or a woman, and you basically get yourself in an entanglement, and you're not aware that this person you're getting in an entanglement has somebody, I don't think that's your fault.
That's true. Now, let's say this. No, if you get involved with somebody and you don't know their situation, they lie or whatever, and you don't know, no, it's not your fault. But if you find out, if you
And you
find out and
and you
you still
continue.
decide to
Mhm.
mess around, then it becomes
Your
what are you
fault.
doing?
But
Yeah.
how deep have you got? I mean, you've heard me play some songs. We like "Your Man or Mine." You remember that
Mhm.
song, "Your Man or Mine"? He
Mhm.
pay he paying my bills, sweetheart. So either we gonna share him or he gonna have to make a decision
Mhm.
because I ain't
Mhm.
leaving. So again, how deep are you in there? How long has it been going on? Hey, you know, 4 or 5 years. Did was he with you, and then all of a sudden he got with her behind your back, and you feel like he's yours? There's a whole bunch of circumstances that come into play. But if you
Mhm.
get into the relationship knowing that that person has a relationship and you're doing it behind that other person's back, you're wrong. You deserve the
Absolutely.
whooping that you get. But if you just coming in and looking like, who are you?
Right.
Why are you whooping on that woman? Why are you whooping on that man? The first thing I say is, "Excuse me, brother, do you know who I am?" "No, I don't." "Okay, you can step on over there and let me talk to her."
Come on.
And then I'm gonna tell him, "But if I find out you do know who I am, I'm gonna come back and put my foot in your ass."
There we go with the violence. It's the violence.
Okay, I'm gonna come and put my foot in your ass. I may back up over you a couple times after I run you over.
Damn.
So understand, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You didn't know who I was, but I pay the bills. I bought that purse, which is coming back with me right now. And if she's wearing the drawers that I bought her, that motherfucker's coming off too.
Okay, we about to end the line. These two that got triggered. Like we
You gonna take her home butt ass naked because I bought all this shit right here.
finna
And that car she driving, that shit about to get locked up, and I'll come back and get it later.
go. Oh my God, Jesus.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't women, don't be fighting these women until you find out who's really lying to you.
Absolutely.
You can
I
always come
agree.
back and snatch that wig off them later.
I
Okay.
agree. Hell, my thing is, I'm still not gonna fight. I ain't got it in me. I ain't never had it in me to be fighting over no motherfucker. Like I say, I ain't fight over a man that was my whole husband. Shit, I told that motherfucker bye. Listen, I'm just not doing it because I feel as though a lot of times, you give people what they want, what they want, and you don't even know it. Like, what's the purpose of fighting? You a lot of time people don't see blessings as such. Like for me, if you with somebody and it's exposed or it comes out that that person is being unfaithful, hell, that's a blessing. Take that blessing, do what it is you're gonna do with it and let it go. Like I'm not finna sit there and be fighting and all that type bullshit, putting my life in danger, putting my freedom at danger and shit, cause a motherfucker don't know how to be faithful. I'm just not doing it. I ain't never done it. I ain't never done it and I ain't gonna start. I just don't see the purpose. And I second guess myself a lot of times after I left my husband and said, did I actually fight? Like, did I actually fight for my marriage? And then I thought about it. Everything I did, everything I put up with, everything I tried to do, everything I did not work. So hell yeah, I fought. I just wasn't willing to fight no bitches.
But was he fighting for it? That's
Oh,
the
he
question.
fought for it. In fact,
Yeah,
he
again.
fought for it. Listen, he fought for it in a way that he fought for it, but he didn't fight for it in the right way. He fought for it in the manner of, you ain't leaving me. You ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna kill you. If you okay, instead of fighting for it in a way of be faithful, fight that way. How about you
Well, yeah,
change and be faithful?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Did he fight for it enough until he got caught? He wanted to fight for it. That's my problem. If I catch your ass out there
Now he
creeping,
got no. He wanted to fight for it when he saw that I was serious about leaving his ass. Because as long
after
as I
he
was
got
there,
caught,
and as long as I was there, and as long as I was fighting, he didn't give a fuck. He just knew she ain't going nowhere. She
yeah.
ain't going nowhere.
But that's what
I,
I'm
I, I,
saying.
I, she ain't got to worry about shit. I pay for everything. I buy everything. I give her what she want. I get the kids what they want. See, he thought that was gonna be enough.
That's what he wanted to be enough. But my thing is, if I catch you creeping, you weren't fighting for what we have.
Absolutely.
You only
Absolutely.
fought. You only fought because I caught you creeping, and now you stand there with no drawers on, no bag, no car,
Wait a
no
minute.
nothing.
Wait a minute. There we go again. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later over there at the. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, that's the truth. Don't
The
fight
truth.
now.
The truth. I think you need counseling. I do. I think. I think you need counseling.
I don't need counseling. I'm good. I'm
Yes,
good.
you
Just when you walk in the door, just understand that's who I am. That's who I am. I got a complete inventory of every motherfucking thing I bought you. And if I could take back the food, I fed you, I take that shit back too. And don't think I won't keep receipts of every motherfucking dinner I bought for your ass because I'll be suing you for that shit too.
Damn, that's it's true. Really?
Yes, really. And motherfucker, I know what hotels cost because I'm in them all the time. So
Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you, girl.
basically, if you want to fuck with me some more and talk shit, I'll tally up the goddamn hotel bill that you slept in my motherfucking bed every night for.
You need some help.
No, I
You
don't.
need
I just
you need
need
to get
people.
some help.
I just need people to understand. Don't play in my face. And when you do play in my face and I explode, you need to realize that there's only one person that pushed that button for me to explode. And that was your actions. So for every
Yep.
action, there is a reaction. And if you don't like the reaction, hey, don't get on the ride.
I agree.
Just like I said, I ain't paying for your kids, and I
Oh
ain't
Jesus.
paying for you.
Oh God. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining this live. Thank you to my true supporters that actually support this channel. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. I see y'all later
Hey,
on the
you know
T
what?
channel. And maybe the truth would have been a calm down. I don't know. I don't know.
You know
Huh?
what? You know
Huh?
what?
Huh?
There's somebody in that crowd that needed to hear that.
Well, I
Somebody in
bet
this chat needed to hear what I just said.
maybe somebody that watched the replay. Who knows?
Because God put that on my soul to say it.
You never know who you're helping, whether
You're
you
right.
going
You're
off
right. You're
and
right.
acting like you done lost your damn mind or not. You don't know who you helping. You know what I'm
Sometimes,
saying?
sometimes God hits the play button on me, and I just start spitting.
I know, I get it. I understand. I do. Until next time, Sonya, thank y'all so much for support. Shout out to D True. I love you, D True. Thank you for coming up. Y'all, let's pray Trey getting his internet right, honey. He over there with the fiber optics and shit of that third. And we
Trey, rewind back. It was what, maybe a half hour ago, maybe a half
yeah.
hour ago. Rewind back when he starts talking about that woman sleeping with his daddy 2 days after his mother's funeral. Listen to what I say, and then chime in. I think you're gonna be on my side. She could
Shut
have
up.
just been consoling that man by giving him some pussy. All right.
Lucius, thank you so much for joining today, sis. And I listen. I appreciate your input. I really do. You know, I love you, girl. You know, I love you. Yeah, right, Melissa. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Have a safe, beautiful day at work. I'll see y'all at 6 p.m. my time, Central. Over there with the A. All right. With that being said, D True, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Um, and I'll see y'all later. Until next time, y'all be good. True sippers and steak gang, stand up. And until next time, we out. Love y'all.